Fear is such a funny thing. It's human. Each of us has felt it. The shaky hands, the tight chest, that moment you almost want to turn around and run. But here's the truth. Behind that fear you carry, there's often a hidden door. A door that leads straight to the courage you've been searching for all along. People don't fail because they're not smart enough or because they don't try hard enough. They fail because they never learn how to live side by side with fear. And that's what I want to talk about. Imagine this. Your knees are trembling, your heart is racing, but instead of running, you take one step forward. That's courage. Let me share 10 ways to be brave, even when you're scared out of your mind. Not like a lecture, but like a story from a friend. First, fear is not weakness. Fear isn't a monster you have to kill. It's more like an old friend who shows up whenever you're about to do something that matters. Think about the last time you felt afraid. Maybe it was when you wanted to start something new or let something go. Those moments, as uncomfortable as they are often the ones that change us the most. Even the people you admire feel fear. They just decide not to let it stop them. Second, the questions you ask yourself are crucial. Often, what stops us isn't reality, but the whispers in our head. What if I fail? What if I embarrass myself? These questions make fear bigger. Flip the question. Instead of what if it goes wrong? Ask what if it goes right? What did I learn? Suddenly, fear becomes possibility. That shift is where courage grows. Third, small steps matter more than giant leaps. People think courage looks dramatic, like quitting your job overnight or giving a huge speech. But real bravery is in small steps. Maybe you start with just one sentence in a small group if you're scared of speaking in public. Fear doesn't disappear when you avoid it. It grows. Walk toward it slowly, step by step, and it starts to shrink. Fourth, know your why. Fear whispers, stop. It's too hard. You can't do this. But when you know why you're doing it, that purpose can drown out fear. Imagine a mother jumping into a river to save her child. She's terrified, but her love is louder than her fear. Ask yourself, why does this matter to me? Why must I keep going? The answer to that, why, can carry you further than you think. Fifth, rewrite the movie in your mind. Our minds are like theaters, but too often we play horror films about what could go wrong. We imagine failure or humiliation. We hurt before anything happens. Play a different film. Imagine success, standing proud, learning something powerful even if you fall. That mental movie can set you free. Sixth, the company you keep is important. Courage isn't something you build alone, it's contagious. If you're surrounded by complaints, fear, and negativity, your courage fades. But when you're around people who keep going despite failing, who laugh at their mistakes, you start to feel braver. Sometimes, all it takes is one person who believes in you to change the whole game. Now, number 7, doubt doesn't have to disappear before you act. Doubt is sneaky. It slips in between your intention and your action. What if I'm not enough? What if this isn't the right path? Doubt never fully leaves. The brave ones aren't those without doubt, they're the ones who move forward anyway. Waiting for everything to feel safe and certain is a trap. A single step in doubt is far braver than standing still in comfort. Number 8, face reality, not imagination. Think about it. How many nights have you stayed up worrying about things that never even happened? That's the strange thing. Fear often hurts more in your head than it does in real life. And when you finally try, the world doesn't collapse. You don't get laughed out of the room. You just learn. And maybe you become a little stronger than yesterday. Fear is like a shadow, huge when you run from it, but small when you get close. Then we have number 9. Courage often hides in the small, unseen choices. It's not always about big stages or dramatic acts. Sometimes it's about waking up earlier to take control of your life, sending a message you've been too scared to send, or admitting, I'm not ready yet. These quiet, simple choices, nobody sees them, but they build your foundation. Someday, when storms come, those small acts of courage will be the reason you can stand tall. Finally, number 10, see fear as a compass, not a wall. What if you've misunderstood fear all this time? Maybe fear doesn't mean stop. Maybe it means pay attention. Afraid of speaking up? It might be because your voice matters more than you think. Afraid of failing at your dream? Maybe it's because it truly matters to your life. Fear often shows up when we're standing on the edge of change. And if you walk toward it, trembling but determined, that's where you'll meet the strongest, most alive version of yourself. So here's the truth. Courage isn't about waiting until you feel safe. It's about saying, yes, I'm scared, but I'll walk anyway. Every time you choose that, you're building a muscle. And the more you use it, the stronger it gets. The choice is yours. Stay frozen or take one shaky step forward. And maybe, just maybe, your courage today becomes the spark that lights the way for someone else tomorrow.